If you just stay on the drugs, you never come down. You're just always up. She's dead.
She is to me. I love it.
If you're ever nice to Jamie, he will try to fuck you.
He doesn't know. And we all know. I'm like, get it. So he comes off stage and he's fucking raging. Like you would be. He's just had an impossible gig to play. He comes off fucking raging. That fucking slag. I've never, 20 years of doing this, I've never had fucking cheating fucking slag. Just going in on her. And I went, mate, honestly, I can't believe that off her, because in the first section she complained because someone took the piss out of her hair because it's a cancer wig. And his face just went white and he went, she's got cancer. I went, yeah. He went, good.
One.
Hey. He's never off.
He goes, never miss, baby.
Where's his off button? Where's his off button?
I'll do it for fucking free.
I'll pay you.
I'll suck your dick.
Start pissing baths, comedians.
Just start shitting in showers.
I'll be doing beak on my deathbed. If I'm not, I'll be fucking furious with myself. What's happening, everyone? Thanks for downloading Hot Water's Green Room podcast. Before we kick off with today's fantastic episode, I just want to let you know how you can support the podcast. You can join up as a YouTube member at Hot Water Comedy on YouTube. Sign up to be a podcast member for £3 a month. You get early access to the public episodes and a bonus episode each week. Not only that, you'll get access to all of the podcasts that are coming on the Hot Water Podcast Community channel. It's going to be the place to come for podcasts in the Northwest. Hope you enjoy the episode. Thank you.
Hot Water's Green Room. Hot Water's Green Room.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hot Water's Green Room podcast with me, your fucking lovely host, Tony Carroll.
And me, 3 days off it, Jamie H, but I'm back on it now.
The Roofy Boys are back,
we're
baby.
back.
And today we've got a fantastic guest
Yes.
that we've only met 5 minutes ago.
Hang on, I'm not you before you cunt.
I'm joking. It's George, everyone.
George
Zach. Of course, it's George Zach, everyone. Yes.
Oh, mate, thanks for
Hello,
coming down.
George. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm all good, thank you. I'm eating fruits and drinking coconut water.
Don't hold that against him. He is sound.
I'm trying my hardest. I'm good. I'm really happy to be in Liverpool.
Good.
I'm here for hot water.
You've been here a good few times, haven't you? I've seen you before, yeah. Seen you before.
Have some ups and downs.
Yeah. That's
But
how it goes.
I keep coming back, mate. Keep coming back.
That's what life is, mate. Ups and downs, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Back on the horse, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why drugs are fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, don't threaten us with a good time.
Many ups and downs there.
Well, if you just stay on the drugs, you never come down. You're just always up.
That is.
Like me and Jamie.
Yeah. I had loads of ket at a wedding on Saturday. I was at my friend's wedding. And normally
Wait, you took Kat at the wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Did they know? Did the friends know?
Well, they do now, if they watch. I don't know, fuck 'em. It's not just their special day. I've got a suit. I'm getting fucking ketted, ain't
You look very handsome, by the way.
Did I?
Yeah,
Thank
you did.
you very much, mate.
I know you didn't put any photos up, but I did spot one.
Yeah.
It was a cute photo. You were very timid and shy, but you look cute.
Yeah, nice. I'm waiting for the professional ones to come out.
Oh, new profile pic.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, so I'm not allowed at a lot of weddings because I'm a fucking liability.
Yeah. And you really kept the tradition going by having cats.
Yeah, well, I caused...
You could have turned it around, but no.
Well, I caused my uncle's divorce when I was a kid.
Okay.
Because I said, my Uncle Simon, who's a piss can, who we've mentioned before, I said as a joke when I was about 9, he brought his wife round, and I went, who was that girl saw you kissing outside? And just made it up.
Shut up.
And she just hit the fucking roof. And that was like the
start
first big domino into their divorce.
Yeah.
You started really strong, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, if you ruin a wedding, then ketamine is like not even up there,
Yeah, well, I had it at the suit fitting.
Yeah.
So I thought, it's the tone of the wedding now. So I had some at the actual reception. Didn't have any in the church. Sorry, God.
I love that he thinks he wore a suit. And then he said that's the tone of the wedding, as opposed to every other wedding.
Yeah.
Guys, this wedding is suit only.
Yeah. So I had I was pacing myself quite well because I don't do a lot. I'm more of a coke man. And the DJ said, "Oh, this is like the last song." And I weren't staying in the hotel, so me and my mate just went to the toilet and just fucking caned it. And I came out and the room was bending, and the dance floor looked started to have ripples in it. Do
you remember the song that was on?
No,
was it? No.
I just went to belly flop in it.
You never did,
was it?
No, but I had to get talked down from
from just
diving in
on
the
the floor.
swimming pool.
But
it was only because there was kids running about that I stopped myself.
Because you might have killed one.
Fuck off, man.
Jamie, you've killed a kid.
Are you single?
Yeah, man.
So, you know, in the weddings they say, like, it's a good chance to hook up. You decided to just fuck it and get wasted and
I'm glad you brought that up.
attack kids.
I had a nightmare, mate. I thought I was home and hose with this girl, Emily.
She's dead.
She is to me. I love his.
She's not dead, she's missing.
Presumed dead.
Left her some water. So every time we went to the bar, the bar's card machines weren't working, and all the staff were like 18, 19. So we was just like taking the piss, getting free drinks off them and that. Do you know what I mean? Just had them wrapped round our finger. Yeah, it's class. Just like, no, I'm paying on my card. Yeah, it's on the tab. I'm just confused. And we went, no, you carry the one over, and then you double shot. No, right. And they're just like shaking like a shit. There was dead nice staff, but it's like
they're 18 and 19. You're not confused. You just don't give a shit.
Yeah. No,
you think you fooled them. They just don't give a shit.
They were.
They just saw you. They went, okay.
They were visibly like.
Like
shaking,
nervous, like quick, I'm out of bar.
It's the supervisor's fault. You shouldn't leave them lambs to the slaughter, mate.
No.
Fucking 300 manx in a room just for fucking fuck off.
Yeah, fucking £7 for a double.
I don't think so, mate. But I kept on bumping into this girl. But every time I went to the bar, it's like 3 deep. Kept on bumping into this girl. I was having a crowd, doing lovely crowd work with her. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, fucking hell, it's you again. And I thought, I'm fucking in here. I'm in. She's fucking laughing at everything I'm saying, which, she's got good taste. Laughing at everything I'm saying.
But you are high, so...
Yeah.
So you think you're killing it.
I know. Well, I was. So I went back on the dance floor and I kept on, staring at her, like at the back, which I thought was romantic. I was trying to get the eyes meeting across the...
Yeah. The playful gaze.
Yeah, but in your head, like, I love that, because in your head you were like, make eye contact, and but like on the outside they're looking at you. Yeah. You were like this, look.
You had that guy
off your fucking face, sweating, cock hanging out your pants. And she's just like, what the fuck?
Kicking children.
Belly flopping kids. With your dick out.
Come for a swim with me.
So where was that party?
Hotel football, facing Old Trafford.
All right, in Manchester.
Yeah, it's the hotel Neville owns and that. So I went to my mate's when she fucking fit as fuck. I'm having mint crack with her. Who is she? My mate was, I don't know, one of the other groomsmen. So
one of the other groomsmen?
On the dance floor.
Oh, no. So you are?
No. So I just put... Her name was Emily. Yeah. So I just put Emily Wedding in as a contact.
Nice.
And I was just going to go over and go, digits.
Oh.
That's my move.
Yeah.
So I just went, what's her name? And I finally got the groom. And it's, Emily. So I went, Emily Wedding. I'm going to get a number. The groom went, what, Emily's? I went, yeah. And look back over. I went, oh, you're joking. I thought I was in. She was just being polite to me.
Why, you remember? It reminds me of the Dumb and Dumber scene when he goes, "I think I'm in." She actually spoke to me.
She didn't pepper spray me. I'm in.
How bad are things?
So what we should do one time? Wedding clashes, me and you.
Oh, mate, I've done it before.
Have you?
Yeah, but I've been out in an hotel bar. Where I've stayed in, because sometimes I used to go on the piss in Manchester and just stay over in the Britannia for a couple of days with my mate, and they'd have a do on and just like you know, just sneak in. And it's like, oh yeah, second cousin, yeah. Just mingling. I've done that before. It's class.
Boss that.
So basically, the lesson you should learn on this episode is if you're ever nice to Jamie, he will try to fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you're ever kind to this boy,
well,
he will get aroused.
You know, me and Jamie, we locked eyes a few times ourselves. He's always nice to me. He's trying to fuck me.
Yeah, so it could have been love, but it wasn't to be.
So, George, how long are you here in Liverpool for, then?
I arrived today.
Yep.
From Brussels.
From Brussels, Germany. Is it Germany?
Belgium.
Had a little gig in Brussels.
Oh, yeah.
Gig in Brussels?
Yeah.
I'm thick, me, aren't I? Yeah. I thought it was Germany. Me, why do I think it was Germany? Oh. We're not going to get into politics, Binty.
Binty with the 40s banter.
Does Binty have an off-stage mic? Or?
No.
See, we like him being in the shadows, and then if people hear his comments, they hear them. If they don't, then you're going to have to just fucking get over it.
Yeah, we can make him look.
You know what I mean?
We can make him look
so
stupid.
Was you gigging in Brussels, was you, Germany?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was, I had a gig in Brussels, flew in today, and I'm here until Sunday.
Nice.
Then Sunday I'm going to gig in a festival that I turned up last week by accident. So I turned up at the gig last week at this festival.
And it was just empty field.
It was just some like construction workers.
Just an empty field.
And they went, what are you here for? I'm like, I'm doing the comedy. And they went, yeah, over there. And then like I walked for like 500 meters. And I went, this place is empty. Where's everyone? I turned around. And I rang the promoter. He's like, oh, it's next week.
Oh, my God.
So I'm going back to...
Only 7 days early.
7 days early.
I've done that.
Binty gives me a lot of shit because I'm always late. But you know what? Late is
fashionable.
It's better being late than dead on time, that's what I say.
Yeah. That is a weird rule.
Gotcha. Late is. Well, I say, you know, late is better than being dead on time, probably.
If you probably, yeah. If you turn to be pregnant. And everything else, no.
Yeah, I'd rather be late, you know, and make an entrance, you know what I mean, walk into a room and say, hey, the party's here.
Dude, do you think you've ever walked in a room and you haven't made an entrance? Freaking look at you.
Thank you. Thank you, mate. I'm taking that as a compliment.
It's a compliment.
I've got beautiful eyes.
You have a presence.
I've got beautiful eyes.
An undeniable presence.
Thank you very much.
You know, you turn up. People know.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Yeah, don't try to
Fancy
fuck me,
your
though. Don't try to fuck me, though.
So the gig in Brussels then, was it to a big crowd? Decent crowd, decent room?
Yeah, it was about, I don't know, like 70 people or something.
Yeah,
nice, it was a nice crowd.
Well, what's it like doing the gigs international then? Like, because I want to start calling you Mr. International, mate, you know what I mean?
Well, you know, funny you should say that, but I did win an International Comedian Award this year.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you win?
I was in Melbourne for the comedy festival. I was awarded the International Comedian of the Year.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
But guys,
You've got royalty on the pop, baby.
It was at the time of a restricted border movement, so there was very few of us.
There's no asterisks.
The competition was 2, but I still won.
What happened is like up until 2020, I was doing gigs in Britain. Like I'm from Greece, but I live in England, and I was doing gigs only.
Oh, Cyprus, yeah.
Well, you think the offense, but the Cyprus is actually lovely.
Yeah,
just not real Greece.
Yeah.
And then I was in, and then in 2020, a bunch of us. Comedians that are like Europeans, that do it in English, go together, and we found out all the gigs in Europe are happening in English. We connected the dots to create like 7-day runs. So I went out there. It's amazing. This is the best thing I've ever done. You just go there, and there's people who
all understand English.
So they speak English as a second language, so they have some sort of education, and they also work. So like I was in Vienna, and there was like Dutch people there, Romanians, Mexicans who worked like in IT. And they all just are like 20, like millennials and Gen Zs who are just happy mixing with international people.
Boss.
And they just want to hang out with their friends. They all speak English. Where are they going to go? They're going to comedy. They've seen it on YouTube. They've seen it on Netflix.
Yeah,
and then you go there and you do a show. And, you know, it just... Look, like, I love comedy in Britain.
Yeah.
But playing to 100 people in Vienna is way better than playing to, like, 60 people in Nuneaton. Who are staring at you going, why are you here? I voted you out.
Yeah.
Did you see anything with the...
Give me 5 minutes, I can explain.
Did you find anything with language barriers?
Any
references you had to change?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest mistake people do, like I've seen so many British comedians go to Prague or like Amsterdam. They talk about Croydon. Like, mate, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
That's fucking London in general.
That's just laziness, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but they assume people know. It's like when Americans come here and you go, where you're from? And they go, SF. You go, why don't you just say
San Francisco.
Even San Francisco is like way too presumptuous.
Yeah, it is.
Just tell me your fucking country.
Yeah.
San Francisco. Oh, now I know your state, and I'm annoyed that I know San Francisco.
Nearly 70%.
Did you know that off the top of your head?
No, I've got Google.
All right.
They did.
They did, yeah.
So it was, it's really fun. I really enjoyed it. So since
Imagine me and you in fucking Vienna or something, mate.
We're
The
highbrow.
Roofie boys going international.
with Scouse accents, that would be a delight.
Yeah, I can slow it down.
Okay, so how would you play it to like foreigners, like in the?
I'd walk on stage. I'd say, "Hello, everybody."
Really? You can-
Hi, Dr. Carol.
Hello, everybody. Amazing.
Dude,
No, I'd love to do that though. That'd be just right out your comfort zone, wouldn't it? Be
yeah,
really good.
Yeah, and be out of the comfort zone of every single audience member as well.
Yeah.
With your accents, for sure. Like my accent, it's easy to the Europeans. Sometimes harder to people like in Preston.
Oh yeah, I hate Preston's a fucking death trap. It's
I like Preston.
it's
Preston, more like the Preston.
Oh, here he is. International yeah, baby.
In my second language.
Comedy.
Preston,
So, yeah, man.
Preston. Do you have any? I have. Preston's just a Venus flytrap for
Mate,
death
that
for
was
me.
just smashing to me. That was a set every time I went there. That was all right for me.
Where?
Preston, Manchester's always a good one.
Preston's a death zone for me.
So where I always struggled though, always Warrington, but there's not really there. It's in the middle, isn't it?
Thick as fuck.
Always struggled in Warrington because it's just like it's like I don't know.
Even people in Warrington.
Do you know when you have a
struggle.
shit? Yeah. Do you know
In
when you have a
Warrington.
shit? You know when you have a shit, George?
Yeah,
You have a poo, yeah.
yeah.
So like there's that little bit that's like stays on the side.
What on your butthole?
No, like on the toilet, like
Oh, like the skid mark.
yeah, like the basin, yeah.
Pebble
like the little,
dash.
yeah, the little the little skid. What's
Yeah.
it called? It's called the
Pebble
Skid
dash.
mark.
Pebble dash.
fuck off. The little ollie on the basin.
Ollie.
Little ollie, yeah. Little ollie out your ass. Just like stick and you're flushing the chain and it fucking won't go off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's Warrington.
My mate,
Yeah.
I think I told this at the live show, but my friend, he met his girlfriend's parents for the first time, and they're quite, rich, and he's a scumbag like me, and he fucking pebble dashed her toilet, which was a downstairs toilet. Directly outside was where a barbecue was happening, and he tried scraping it off with potpourri.
That's horrible.
What I really like is how we went from like, what's Vienna like? To my mate, people dashed it.
Yeah. Oh, mate, you can go anywhere with this guy, mate. Anywhere. Swear. So, how many shows are you playing in Liverpool then this week then?
So I'm doing hot water. So however many, I don't know, like 7 or 8.
Oh,
or
Yeah,
loads,
nice.
8.
This will be out after George has been on though.
Yeah,
This is
shame
the
guys.
problem.
You're going to miss the golds.
We should
unless-
do these. We should do these live, all the time because right.
Oh yeah,
We should do because it really, very rarely gets edited. Everything we say just stays on.
I think Matthew does a great job.
What everything.
It is possible, Binty.
Stream balls live.
Oh, should we do a live podcast live?
We'll do one, but they've got to pay a ticket.
Put your hands in your pockets,
I'm joking.
and we'll get George back on.
Yeah, and we really help like with the promoting the lineup as well.
Exactly. Ooh.
I
Look
can't
at
believe
this,
you haven't thought of
Binty.
it.
Marketing tools.
Yeah.
I know you are, but what am I?
Oh, what a love.
What
I'm getting
big-
loads of compliments there. He said that, he said that I've got a big presence, and he just said I'm a marketing tool.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
I feel so loved.
It is love. It is love.
Thank
You should, you're perceiving it well.
Thank you very much. Have we shared a bill before, George? I can't remember.
Well,
You gave me some
That's-
advice on one of my
that's
first
hurtful.
gigs.
Did I? Yeah, I did quite a lot. Was it solicited to just come up to you because I do it?
No, you did it on stage after it'd been on.
What, really?
Yeah, you was you was pissed. I weren't.
Where was it?
What? You go on stage after you've been on say this guy.
I was
No, I've roofed it.
I was drunk.
Yeah.
That was
Where
before
was
the
it?
Roofie Boys
Red Row.
existed, guys.
Red Row. Oh, I used to get very drunk.
The
there.
advice was don't joke about cancer.
Really?
I said fuck that.
Had you done well?
Yeah, I smashed it.
No, you never.
I
did. I've roofed it, mate. I'll get the feedback up.
That doesn't sound like me.
Shut up, lads.
Wait, I gave you advice to joke about cancer. No.
Yeah, you was hammered.
I can't remember
No.
if we keep together, George. Shouldn't do me, Eden.
Although I have, we get here.
We have, didn't we?
Yeah.
That day I come back.
Yeah, it was like
The Return of the King, it was. You didn't
January.
know that wasn't called that. I just had that in my head. Yeah.
January, I think.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Tell me more about the cancer thing.
So I was like 6 months in, and I said,
God, I'm the worst.
what is it now? I said something along the lines of, my gran uses a star signs for everything. Like as soon as you meet her, she asks, what star sign is, and she hates me answer because she was a Sagittarius and they're not compatible with Pisces. Like I can see through star signs, and I said, well, you surely would have saw Cancer coming then for you. And then George went on and went, don't joke about Cancer, mate.
Oh no! I look. I'm pretty sure I said it in a way that was like.
Oh no, it was.
It wasn't advice.
No,
it was like
it
it was me. It was me making a joke like.
Yeah.
Like.
Don't joke about cancer.
Yeah, but like it was meant to be like a funny kind of like oh.
Yeah. Oh no, it was.
I have actually made a cancer joke before, and the worst bomb I've ever had. One of the
Oh
worst
really?
bombs.
What happened?
Yeah, it's one that you just fucking just. There's lots of other topics. Just leave it out.
I am
you know what I mean?
Fucking
I was doing-
twats.
Let me see if I remember.
Fucking
It.
play them like bongos if they come to my gig.
So I was doing a teenage in Newcastle. I was doing a teenage cancer gig,
Oh
and
wow.
they booked me like it was just like free, just like I was 6 months in, something like that, maybe a year in, and they booked me, and I was at work, and I left the call center. I was on the way back home, so I stopped at the Hyena, which was like a big club at the time.
I
And
remember
there was,
Hyena actually. Yeah.
It was teenage cancer. It was like people in, and at the time my dad had prostate cancer. So I had a ton of cancer jokes. And I was dying to get them out. I'm like, oh, this is the perfect audience, They will understand my pain. So I'm doing the cancer jokes about my dad, and no one's laughing. And you just like come to the realization, either like I can try and save this gig, or I can run to the ground. And I thought,
Run to the ground.
run to the ground.
Yeah, it's the best way to
And
do it.
I said something.
Start saying you don't deserve this.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. And I said something. It was I said, look, like if you hate me, what you need to know is that prostate cancer is hereditary. So there's an 85% chance I'll get it. So you are actually not laughing at a future cancer victim. And then still
quite good, that.
still nothing. And that's still nothing. And I said, and even though I'll get it, like prostate cancer is not even my least favorite cancer. My least favorite is like breast cancer because it ruins the thing I love the most. My girlfriend has a remarkable set of boobs. I love her so much. But this she had boob cancer. Like, I would dump her. So I said that, right? Because I knew it was outrageous. And the whole audience, I've never heard an audience take a breath collectively.
Oh my God.
Like, collectively.
Good at it.
And then I leave the gig, obviously, having bombed out of this world, and I leave. And the next day, I meet one of the comedians who was on after me. And bear in mind, I arrived late. I'm like, how was the gig? He was like, yeah, after you left, it was better. But do you know what happened? I said, what? He goes, before you came to the gig, the person organizing the gig on the stage, like 10 minutes before, and then the speech about what like motivated them to do this gig. And during the speech, she revealed to the audience she survived breast cancer 4 years ago, and during her battle with breast cancer, her ex-husband broke up with her.
Oh my God, no.
And then I went on stage and I went, dump the bitch. So,
That's just bad luck, that is.
so are you going to edit this one out?
No.
That is like So I have history of cancer jokes. So I wouldn't tell you don't do cancer jokes. I think we're just joking.
It was like 8 years ago, so I might have misremembered. But you went on and referred to it. So I was like, fuck, have I done something wrong there or what?
No.
Got that.
Well, it was a cheap joke, wasn't it?
No,
Yeah, I'm listen.
It was
Low hanging fruit, baby.
No,
That's
give
all
us-
I'm about.
yeah. No, I've seen like people probably bomb at
I just stay away from stuff like that. I'm quite open-minded. I'll do any joke. I'm not arsed. But I'm saying on stage, I've got funnier stuff than be going down fucking stuff like that.
Look, I'm not saying that was like part of my repertoire.
I know. You've done a set towards, and it's it would have if that speech didn't happen, it probably would have went really well. You know what I mean?
But also I had decided to ruin the gig. I had decided to say outrageous things.
I
would never in my
Let
life.
it burn, baby.
I was going to let it burn.
We set a few fires, and haven't we? And then it's either put them out, isn't it, and just get off,
it's like
let it burn.
It's like a bad date. Sometimes you have a bad date. And you're like, this is not salvageable.
Yeah, you just offend them, then, don't you? You just offend them in the end.
Yeah. You just say, what's the most ridiculous thing I can say?
Yeah,
so I can
she's not thinking. You just say, "Hey, you dress as shit."
I did a gig once in a.
That's the worst thing you can think of.
Yeah, you've got poor taste in high heels, and your highlights are crap.
I wouldn't choose this haircut.
What about your pig woman one?
What?
Your pig one?
Oh, yeah.
Tell George you pig insult.
Oh, I've already told. It's a long-winded one.
What? Who cares? Go on.
Okay.
There you go, mate.
It was just a heckle put down.
In a comedy situation. Okay?
Yeah, it was in Hot Water. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
and?
So I was on stage doing my bit, roofing it as I do.
Yeah.
I'm one half the Roofie Boys.
Of course.
And it.
Did you call yourself the Roofie Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's two meanings, isn't it?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Slay it.
So I'm at the Hot Water Comedy Club, and I was roofing it. Binty and Paul shouting, "Fucking hell, we're gonna have to pave the roof again," and I'm like, "Don't worry about it." And then this woman's on the front row with a boyfriend or whatever he was, fella or whatever, and they're very drunk, and they're just saying things out that don't mean anything. So it's not like that joke shit or fat cunts, or it was just like beans on toast.
You can't go anywhere.
Beans on toast?
No, but just, random words.
Like something like beans on toast.
Yeah, you're like, what? And it was just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Just interrupting bad.
Yeah.
So I just said, she can't decide to carry on. You can't even put them down because they just wasn't with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That doesn't sound like you're killing it, to be honest.
I was killing it.
Okay.
I don't. That's all I do.
Well, I see the twinkle go dark then.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. Don't doubt the roof. I wake up, I smash it, and I go home. All right, thank you.
Okay, sorry.
Nah, I'm
sorry to have doubted you.
I was dying. And damn it, you got me. Yeah, it wasn't the best gig, but I was doing all right. It's getting a bit hot in here. So this woman just carries on, and a boyfriend, and they're just saying random stuff, and just before the doorman went to get them out, I just said, "Excuse me, love." I said, "I can't even remember the joke."
Great.
Something about the
Great.
Oh,
This is a story.
I've already told it on the podcast.
All right. So, are you going to finish it?
No, I'm not going to finish
it. Should I look it up? Which episode? Which episode?
I'll send you
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really happy about it.
The guys know about it.
Calls are a dead pig, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, no. Sorry, I have that many heckle put down, do you know what I mean? Because I'm professional.
You have to.
Thank you. Well, they're all off the top of my head. I don't really write them. Dying on my ass on my own podcast, lad. This is shit, this.
No, please. No, look. Please finish the story.
Right, okay.
Yeah, really
so the woman's being really rude, okay? So I just said, "Excuse me, love, can I tell you a story?" She finally gets around. Yeah, what is it? Not even like normally someone would go like, well, as long as it's funny, or you know what I mean? Like something like, she just was just out of it, bladdered. I said, "Can I tell you a story,
like
love?"
him in the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said, "Can you tell you a story?" And I went dead serious, and she said, "Yeah, okay." I said, "It's quite a serious story, but I need you to listen." She said, "Okay." And then the crowd was like, "What the fuck's going on here?" I said, "When I was a young child, I grew up on a farm." Yeah, like this, yeah. And she said, "Oh, right." I said, "Yeah." I said, "And when I was on this farm, I had this pet pig, right? And I love this pet pig." And she was like, "Okay." I said, "I used to care for her. I was really loved the pig, and but then what happened was I go to school, and all the kids at school would pick on me and say, 'You look like your pig,' yeah, and bully me, and start going oink oink and that, and I was just really upset. So I used to go home and I used to hit me pig, take it out on me pig, and I used to I used to like pick up stones and throw it at the pig and get sticks and hit the pig. And and every time I go back to school the next day, and all the kids are teasing me again. You know, you pig. And one day I went home and thought, this fucking pig's ruined my life. So I picked up this brick and I went to throw it at the pig. My dad grabbed me and stopped me. And he said, son, you can't be doing that. You can't do that to a pig. He said, this pig might come back one day and haunt you. I said, I didn't think it'd be tonight, love. And then she just burst out crying. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a long-winded joke calling her a pig.
Nice.
But yeah, a fella, he was kicking off. She was crying. He made a complaint.
Nice.
The roof got fixed, and here we are now, George.
Yeah. Regaling me with this story.
Yeah, it was, yeah, about to say.
Very much enjoyed it, man. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
I had some trouble on Friday at Hot Water. You came in and saw the...
Oh, I did. I come to back you, mate.
The embers
I come
of
back
it.
in. I come to back you.
At Hot Water, doing the opening 5 minutes. About 2 applause breaks in or something. That was?
I got there late. Yeah. I didn't see it, but I believe it.
Yeah, I was. And I was going to talk about Football Manager.
Right.
And this woman just goes...
And you don't look like someone who plays it at all.
What, football?
Football manager.
This woman...
That's not at all look like the key demographic.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Football.
This woman just goes, no, you dickhead. You fucking dickhead. It's disgusting. And just gone. She had hate in her eyes. So I was like, whoa. So I instead of like engaging in a ding-dong battle with her, I just went, what's your actual problem?
Do you mean ping pong battle? Oh, ding-dong battle.
Well, you know, it depends, isn't it? There's ping pong and there's ding-dong, isn't it?
Was it bells and whistles, baby?
Yeah, so she's fucking giving me murder like venomous.
Yeah.
Venomous hate. And then I got the old crowd, and I should get kicked out, got the old crowd to sing cheerio to her.
Right.
She got kicked out, she's crying outside and everything. And she went, what's up with you? And there's kids dying in the Ukraine and you just don't care. She thought I was talking about dead Ukraine kids, I was talking about Footy Manager.
That is
fucking head fella.
great.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I thought she might have been traumatized by Football Manager because I imagine so many women must have like PTSD from Football Manager from the boyfriends or husbands.
Yeah.
But no, it was just about
Or
Ukraine.
maybe she went Ukraine and lost the World Cup.
It's horrible, mate.
These kids die in Ukraine. You're talking about FM.
Speaking of cancer, I did this gig.
Oh, we're not?
Up from before.
Okay.
All right, he saved the story.
When
He did the back burner.
I did a gig in Burnley.
Oh, that must have been great.
Oh, proper nonce fucking promoter. And it was in a burger restaurant. I don't know if you ever did it. Oh, it was fucking grim, mate. Grim.
In a restaurant?
A burger restaurant.
In
Yeah.
What,
Burnley?
kebab shop?
No, like a burger restaurant.
A kebab shop?
No, it just
What restaurant?
Like
A restaurant that sells burgers?
like
a
Five
diner.
Guys. Five
Like a
Guys are
diner.
bigger restaurants.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I can't believe I'm telling you about food.
yeah,
I can't believe I don't know about these burger restaurants. What have we missing out on?
They had that and like an arcade in the back. So the green room was like an arcade. It was shit. It was a shithole. It was someone had proposed to the bird before the comedy started. A fucking burger restaurant in Burnley. I was like, come on, mate.
You're telling me someone proposed?
Yeah, it was
The
grim.
5 Guys of Burnley.
Yeah.
I bet you that relationship's going well, isn't it?
Oh no, I hope it ended in divorce. Anyway.
Sounds like a fairy tale proposal. It is Burnley.
Yeah, I know.
they'll be like, oh my god, the burger restaurant. not even a kebab shop. Now it's an actual burger
I
restaurant.
saved up all my dough for 5 weeks for this.
They've got tables and everything. So went on. Someone's doubling. I'm in the doing an open spot in the middle, like 10 minutes or whatever. The opening act goes on, and there's this woman with thick curly hair at the front.
Right.
Pretty pissed, on her way to being pissed. I just went, take the weight off your hair, and carried on going on. Anyway, during the interval, she complained to the MC. It's her cancer wig. She's got a wig. She's got cancer and everything.
Right.
Anyway, we carry on.
Can't be doing that.
Yeah. So we carry on. I'm on. I have a good gig because as soon as he mentioned that, the whole restaurant must have known she has cancer. You know, it's Burnley. Everyone knows everyone.
Yeah.
Fucked everyone.
Yeah, they all shag each other.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They probably think, fucking hell, I hope it's not catching. She had this. So she was getting more pissed, and the opener just died. He didn't know. He just died. But he was like, what the fuck's going on here? Anyway, I go on, do all right. Then the headliners come. So he's not known any of this.
Brilliant.
Who's Dublin. So she's getting hammered. And I mean, gone. She's paralytic. But no one will kick her out because she's got cancer.
Yeah. She'll be dead soon.
Yeah, I've one last piss up.
What's the
do you know
point?
what I mean?
I know.
So front row, or front table, whatever, headliners on. And he's like proper, proper like Northern.
Pro Evo?
Yeah, proper Northern bloke. Nick Gillette.
Go on, tell us.
All right,
Yeah.
So Pro Evo
Proper-
is if
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
talking about
yeah.
someone.
Yeah,
it's
I
like-
got
yeah,
it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it
Yeah,
now.
that's why I laughed.
Pro Evo, like circa 2008, right?
Yeah.
There's a side red, there's a side blue.
Yeah.
You know
Yes, I got it.
So we keep so the comedians know, and you know, it doesn't cause any trouble. No nonsense, fella. You know,
Yeah.
he
No,
doesn't take
no.
any shit.
Oh, Nick, yeah.
Oh my god!
The best a man can get.
I did a gig with him. I did say the story.
No. Oh, right. So she's absolutely paralytic, and you know the twisty caps off Budweiser bottles.
Yeah.
She just starts going, fuck off, and starts throwing them at him,
Fuck off.
heckling him every sentence. He's like that, ducking from bottle caps. He's getting pelted with them.
That's when you know the career is bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're headlining
Over.
a burger shop and you're getting pelted with, and you got goddamn 25 years in this.
Oh, for
And then
God's
this is-
Yeah, it's
this is-
over.
And this is
Just
happening
give
to
up.
me.
Just get on the taxis, Nick.
Like I'm in Barnsley or Burnley.
Just get on the taxis, Nick, and
I'm
do
in
your fucking
Burnley,
shit
I'm
puns
in-
to the customers.
I'm in a burger shop. Someone's done a proposal, and
Yeah.
someone's throwing burger. Like this is
So she gets
not the highlight.
she
Not
gets
the highlight.
she gets thrown out, but the audience is still on her side because he's asked, "Get her out! I'm not carrying on. Get her out!" And no one else knows. He doesn't know, and we all know. I'm like, "Get it! So he comes off stage and he's fucking raging, like you would be. He's just had an impossible gig to play. He comes off fucking raging. That fucking slag. I've never, 20 years of doing this, I've never had fucking cheating fucking slag. Just going in on her. And I went, mate, honestly, I can't believe that offer, because in the first section, she complained because someone took the piss out of her hair because it's a cancer wig. And his face just went white, and he went, she's got cancer. I went, yeah. He went, good.
20 years.
Peace. Oh, mate, so
20
good.
years.
20 years.
20 years you get pelted in the butt. Like, people
I
don't
love
see
it.
the other side of comedy. Like, they think about all these people you got, but you could be 25 years in,
Yeah.
getting hit in the head by
Fucking so, yeah.
by a cancer survivor. Like, this is
How long are you in now?
25 years.
Are you?
No.
Say.
Can you imagine?
How old are you now? Hold on.
I've been doing comedy since 2010.
Nice.
Same as
Hot
me.
Water.
Same as me. Yeah.
How long has Hot Water been going for?
2010.
2010. We
12
started at
years.
the same time. We're up.
So die.
Yeah, running open mic comedy. I was an open mic comedian. Moved up in the world together.
I'm a baby.
Did you do that long ago? I can't remember it.
Oh yeah, like I did a big warehouse gig. I think used to run with whose line is it anyway or something?
Yeah, who's headlining?
Whose headlining is it anyway? Yeah,
Yeah, I've won that a few times.
yeah. And then yeah.
Do you ever hear about the format? So there'd be three or four comedians on, all doing 15s, was it? 10.
No, they were doing 10.
Where in Liverpool?
Yeah, well, Hot Water. It was on a Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And what was the format, Benty?
So it was 3 acts, do 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and then by clap off,
By a-
and they would do an encore,
Yeah.
do another 10,
Do another 10, and then they get
then they win a prize.
a cash prize. Always nice as well, generous from the the hot water boys.
Yeah.
Sometimes, Jamie, on a Thursday, you know, if I'd spent up, I'd go, skip me this week. Yeah. I'll just jump on that Friday, use headliners anyway, with myself 100 quid, get through the weekend. You know how it is, Jamie. Yeah, I think Adam Rowe won it, about 11 times. I think I got done about 7 or 8.
God, now where is he now?
Exactly, and look where I am. Hey. Nowhere.
A friend of mine did this, and he said the worst thing is it was the audience wasn't really up for anybody that day, and he won because like the lesser of the three evils. They voted him in. Yeah, and then he went on, and he didn't have another 10 minutes, so he went to an audience that already hated him. I did his B material for another 10 minutes of death.
So as A struggled and then he had to go through the B, I would have just said, listen, I'll have 50 quid, you keep 50 quid, and we fucking all go home happy. Wouldn't you?
I've done it with gong shows where...
You know what was that hard for me, though? Because I was a character comedian.
Really?
So I had to stay in character.
What's the character?
Remember the domestic violence one?
No, please tell me.
I used to get beat up by my girlfriend. Well, I used to make out it was domestic violence, but it was silly stuff, like making me beans on toast, one piece of toast, and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it was it was funnier than that anyway. I think it was. Well, it must have been
7 times people believe this.
7-time champion.
Yeah.
So I'd be in character, like being like I'd wear like shirt and tie, like an office guy, like be very timid, come on stage and be like, "Hi, my name is Tony Carroll, and I suffer from domestic violence."
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was dark, but it was when it worked, it was good.
And
I used to say like,
why did you stop doing it?
What?
Why did you stop doing it?
The character, because it was too hit and miss. It was one.
Hey.
He's never off.
He goes never miss, baby.
Where's his off button? Where's his off button?
Yeah, it was just not inconsistent enough. So 1 week you'd absolutely. I mean, I never nailed. My stand up now. Well, not now. When I used to. When I went to just doing the club material, I still never had a better gig than when my best character one went off. Like the best character gig I done. It was electrifying. But
that's because the risk and reward are higher.
Yeah, it is.
So if you risk bombing, then when you kill it, people recognize it's the risk and reward. You know. Here's a question for you guys. Like, when you started doing comedy, what did you imagine comedy was like? Like, has it lived up your expectations?
Do you know what? That's a brilliant question because I've said this loads in like group chats and stuff, like comedian group chats.
Yeah. I'm in none of them.
But
I'm in none either.
When I first started out, I thought it'd be like, you know, a group of lads would meet each other and you'd go around the country together and it's all getting pissed. And then you just meet these fucking goths with fucking jumpers and the geeky London comedians and that. I was like, fuck off, mate.
I didn't like.
I thought it's like going away with football.
What I didn't like in a comedy game, which was why I sweared a few times, was because the politics and the bitchiness. It's just so bad. Like,
I like the bitchiness.
Nah, I like joke. No, I like joke. No,
especially this cunt.
I don't get me wrong. I like joking. I like the joke and bitchiness. But I'm saying some people would stab you in the back and undercut you. Like,
that's been happening again.
Exactly. It's just wrong.
Some of the new acts undercutting.
Do you know, like messaging people saying, "Oh, I'll do it for say 50 quid fee or something for 10 minets." So I'm messaging saying 40 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah, but
it's only 40 quid, 30 quid. You know, it's just like undercutting someone's wages.
It undervalues the circuit.
It undervalues us as comedians. We don't get out of bed for less than 3 digits, and you know that.
3 fucking digits, bitch.
Nice.
And 90 on Wednesday.
Is it like, even if it's 190?
I'll take 80 some weeks.
when you say
I'll do 70.
I'll do it for fucking free.
I'll pay you.
I'll suck your dick.
When you say 3 digits.
Oh, no.
Spiky Mike, if you listen, get your chode out.
As long as it's progression, Spiky Mike. I'll suck it for the first time, but I want a fucking paid 20 after it.
Mike has progressed me very well, actually. He has.
Oh, has he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to tell us?
Yeah. Okay, so that's what you expected. Because I'm having this conversation with people recently, like, and my gripe is similar to yours, not so much yours. I don't give a fuck about the backstabbing anymore. Like, nothing gets me off more than finding myself, like, in Australia, like, there was a day I did 12 gigs in one day.
You're doing it properly, though.
I did.
You know what I mean? You're doing it properly.
Yeah, but I did 12 gigs in one day. And I remember I did 2 of them were solo shows, like on like,
Fucking hell.
yeah, 12 spots. And I remember, like that night, I was thinking, I posted it. I did 12 gigs.
Yeah.
That's my record. And I was certain nothing gets me off than knowing there's comedians who think I'm shit.
Yeah.
And there will be, or think I'm a cunt, whatever, right? Who will look at this post and they go, how?
Yeah.
That
Well,
gets
you
me
like
off.
that?
It's the biggest fucking buzz
Yeah.
in the world. My biggest gripe isn't that. Don't give a fuck about the politics. It is it's how much of a fucking boring world comedy is. Like everyone is just a fucking twerp.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
I hate these
there's
fucking
no- there's-
nerds.
I-
mate.
There is no character in comedy anymore.
Dude,
There's just
there's-
not.
you know-
the dressing, the green rooms are just fucking morbid.
Yeah.
Like they just go, go on stage, bomb,
fuck
and
off.
go home. Fuck
so
off.
there's many green rooms. that
Fuck
just,
me.
Yeah.
I'll show you how it's done.
There's many green rooms I dread. Like I dread them, but like it's very rare. So there's like, for example, there's a few comedians that I know when I meet, it'll be fun backstage, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a people who just were never afraid to just be dickheads,
Yeah.
and not think.
Be yourself, though.
yeah.
Don't try and be all arty and on the back.
Yeah.
No one's asked. Comedy shit.
and
Get
there's-
over it.
and there's people who
We just tend to be good at it.
and the people who are fucking unhappy,
Fucking be arsed. I'm not saying again.
people who are miserable, people just come on stage and they just go, oh, just doing my usual rubbish. Like, mate, Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
I guess I enjoyed my usual rubbish. Like, but you don't think it's rubbish, do you?
Yeah.
Because you think it was rubbish, you wouldn't be here.
I know.
Stop being fucking hypocritical and just be happy. No one puts a gun on your head
Yeah,
and
I
says,
know,
"Do
I know.
comedy, do fucking, it's a
like,
joy."
You're doing it for clout
Oh, have
and
we
you
got
want
to go on?
attention.
Oh, have we got to
Go join a fucking circus.
Oh, God, fuck off.
I
Yeah,
don't-
you
I
have
really
got to
can't.
go on. You're getting paid 150 quid for 20 minutes work, you mong.
I can't-
Shut up and you shit.
I can't handle like how people are miserable. Like there was one night. So, I was hanging out I met this great guy called Rory Lowe, who's a great comic, and we really hang out a lot in the last 3 months.
Yeah.
The festivals, and there was this other comedian called Georgie. She's a nurse. She's a mother of 2. She's very funny, and she said, "You 2 guys have really reminded me what I thought comedians were before I went into comedy.
Yeah.
The amount of victimless anarchy you have engaged in the last 3 months makes me laugh every time. We did I broke into the Melbourne tennis courts at 5 a.m. on e-scooters, high on magic mushrooms with Rory, and I was going around the stands because the security guard was asleep at 5 a.m. and I remember thinking. Well, this is why are there not more comedians in this tennis court right now? Just scooting about, just screaming.
Doing
how
the
good
gig
is-
there.
Just screaming how good is my fucking life.
it's mad,
Every
man.
time. I don't understand the absolute misery. People going, oh, you did 7 gigs tonight. Oh my God.
Do you
I could
reckon?
never.
Do you reckon people are like that though? Because it's quite a mentally challenging thing that you do.
It's not though, is it? It's
it
fucking
is, though.
easy.
Oh,
What's challenging about doing?
If you're traveling all around the country though, and you go on your own for 20 minutes, you bomb.
yeah, but
It's not fucking good.
if you're
Yeah, but
if you're travelling to
I
a
don't-
green room and fucking your mates are on, oh, this is going to be a fucking piss up, mate.
I don't care. People go, it's mentally challenging. You're yeah, but you could just not do it.
Do you know that? I
You
think
could just not do comedy. You don't have to do it. No one pushed you to do this. This is supposed to be the dream. You've spent all your life thinking, man, if I can pay my bills with comedy, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And now you're paying your bills in comedy. You're thinking, well, why am I not on Netflix? Who gives a shit? Just be happy. This is the best. Do you know what I mean? I'm at Hot Water, right? Now Hot Water is one of the top 3 clubs in the world I've worked for, right? It's Hot Water, as far as I'm concerned. Top secret in London.
Yeah, London.
And there's a place called Comics Lounge in Melbourne, which is 650 people, Monday to Sunday, and it's really big room, really fun. It's always there. I love these rooms, right? These great rooms, and and I can guarantee you there'll be someone at Hot Water, maybe not this weekend, but whatever weekend would be in the green room on the weekend. They're going, oh, it's just doing. I'm what are you doing? This is the peak of your career.
know, yeah.
Next to the Apollo, this is the peak of your career. Why are you fucking miserable? Why would not every time I do the gig here Saturday night, I order £60 worth of sweets from midnight.
Oh, minute delivery.
Midnight delivery,
yeah.
and I bring them down cheesecakes and everything. I'm like, this is like the one of my favorite places to play. Like, I just get sweets for everybody. Let's have a nice time. Like, every time.
That's
Why
nice.
why are people just being miserable?
Binty, can you book me on some gigs with George, please?
I think.
Yeah, as if you haven't had midnight delivery.
I think the.
You're paying.
I think the culture's changing, especially in Liverpool and Manchester at the minute.
Oh, it is now,
The
yeah.
Northwest scene.
It's flying now.
There's just like 5 or 6 podcasts that are flying at the moment.
Such
And
a
they're all
good buzz.
just, and it's just a buzz. Everyone, we're all always on the piss together and that.
Yeah.
It's
It's
mint
good,
at the
man.
minute.
And it used to be very separate. Like Liverpool and Manchester scenes come together in comedy and just be like fucking like not against the South, but it's like we're all wanting to push each other.
I love how
You know what I mean?
Liverpool is elevating its own. Like, I love it. I love how like so many people here are like picking up steam. Like, obviously have a word and Paul here. Like, they're killing it, and they've always been funny. Like, Nightingale is an atrocity. He hasn't like cracked it before.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a shame. Imagine if it didn't happen and he just went under the radar as being. By the way, he was a really good club comic as well before he made it. Like, he was top of the club comic.
You know,
what I'm saying, imagine him going under the radar. It would have been a waste.
I was there.
It's glad that he's getting celebrated.
There would have been Dan Nightingale. In a burger place in Bentley in 5 years time.
I was there.
Beer cup sold on him.
I was there last Wednesday, mate, and he did 20 minutes of new stuff, and he fucking hell, mate.
He's just the best.
So fucking
He's really
good, man.
He's really good. Adam, first time I met Adam, I met him at a rival Liverpool club that has now closed down. Yeah. What was it? Baby Blue?
Baby Blue, yeah. On the docks, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I went on, and I was in the middle spot, and I was
there that gig. That's where I met you.
I had a highly forgettable gig.
I was there. that
really?
night.
It was a hugely forgettable gig. And I came off something like, oh, God, that was not even that great. And at the back of the room, there's this kid with a fucking notepad. I'm like, what you doing here? Like, are you reviewing? He goes, no, I want to be a comedian. So I come here. I'm like, what's your name? He goes, Adam.
No.
And I'm like, how old are you? He goes, I'm 18. And I'm like, it's Saturday night. Do you have no mates? Nowhere to go. He goes, no. I just wanted to go to comedy clubs to see how they do it. I was like, oh, this kid is going to fucking crack it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's just always at that way.
So I love it. Here, it's good. Like, Liverpool is good. I love coming here. Because the vibe is that, like, you just are in the room with people like yourselves and they're just, like, happy. You're like, man, that's what I'm doing I'm doing it to be happy. I don't want to be surrounded by miserable cunts.
One of the best days I've had this year.
I don't want to hear it. Sorry.
That was funny. That was funny. After all that speech about being happy, one of the happiest days I've ever. I want to hear that. Fuck off. And stop doing cancer jokes, you
Why
prick.
don't you fuck off with your happiness?
And fuck
You
off with your
piece of
cancer
shit.
jokes.
This is Britain.
Do you know how mentally drained I am for doing this shit?
It's so mentally challenging.
Okay, sorry. It was too perfect to not say it.
No.
So what's the
Timing was impeccable.
You've got to volley it in, mate. You've got to volley it in. It was just when we was all on the piss, like some of the comics out and went for some scran, just all ripping the shit out of each other. That's what I thought stand-up was every weekend, and it's like it's one day this year or whatever.
Yeah.
So we've all just been out and taking the piss out. We took the shine off it now. It's one of my saddest days now.
I do regret hearing it now. I do regret hearing it. I was.
It's like getting the ball back out of the net and go, well, I've got a volley as well.
But I agree. Yeah. I'm with you. Like, it's these days when you just hang out with your mates, you're like, oh, this has been a fucking tremendous day.
Yeah.
Like, this is what it's about.
Yeah.
I've had like so many times the last year since 2021, since the lockdown finished.
Yeah.
I just went, fuck it. And I just went to Europe and all those things. And it was the best thing I could have done because I realized I don't care. I don't care if I crack it. I don't care like where I'm going to go. Like, I'm getting booked now.
Just enjoy it for what it is now.
So I just like did that. And then like things have changed a little. Like, I'm getting booked a lot more and stuff like that. But also I've had so much fun, man. Like, it's the best thing you can do. Just have fun with it. Just be a dickhead. Who cares?
If you get booked for Melbourne again, get Jamie with you. I'd love to see Jamie down in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, please, mate. Hey, he's a good act. Get him down
Look,
there.
down there,
honestly, like I'm going to tell you this. Like,
Cancer's
there's no-
universal.
the-
That's a good thing about cancer. Affects everyone.
I think you should go there with an hour of cancer jokes.
Fuck's sake.
You should. There's no. You should. people said about podcasts, you should just start it. If you're thinking about it, just do it. Like, don't delay it. And I think the same for festivals. Like, when I went down there, I just did it. People are like, oh, I can't wait to be invited. I'm like, no, just invite yourself, sign up, and go and see what happens. That's what I did in 2015. I just went down there. I thought, I'm going to give it a crack and see how it goes. So it wasn't like...
So it's Perth, Perth and Adelaide?
Perth, Adelaide and Melbourne.
And it's month each?
Month each.
Fucking hell.
Man, it's 3 months of just doing what I love.
What do you do for like accommodation? Like, you just sort it over there?
You just pay it. Like, so Perth and Adelaide, I sorted out myself. And in Melbourne, my producer pays for my accommodation. It's a private room. It's a private room in a hostel. Like, it's not like...
Oh, sweet.
It's not like, an amazing place. But it's like really clean. It's cool. And then take like 30% of the take.
Nice.
And that's it, and they give me accommodation. And I just go down there and I have fun. Like, the fun I've had this year.
Yeah.
Here's this is like a full comedian story. Like, we finish a gig, and there's like 6 comedians, and I'm not gonna say. Actually, it doesn't matter. Do you know Marcus Ryan? He's an Australian comic.
No.
Like, he had.
He knows us though.
Yeah. He had hooked up with a girl, right?
Yeah.
And then Brendan Burns. You know Brendan Burns?
Oh yeah.
So Brendan's like, let's go back to my hotel room in a casino and hang out.
Oh.
And we'll go down there, and there's drugs going around. It's really fun. It's really fun.
There, baby.
Get me involved.
And there's a great moment when basically I was saying the story that my friend Rory said, tell them the story, like a few comedians that would really like the story. Yeah. I'm saying a story. In the story, I was mentioning a girl who had an STD, and I had sex with her, and then she told me later I panicked. And I'm like, and then I had to go get an STD check, and it was clear, but I was very worried. And it was not part of it was just a small part of the story. And this girl just kicks off. There's many drugs inside her. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're such a misogynistic piece of shit. Like, so what if she has herpes? I'm like, listen. I'm like, listen. I'm not shitting on this girl. I'm just saying, if I could choose between herpes and no herpes, I would take no herpes.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not shaming anybody who has herpes, but if you could ask them, they would also choose no herpes if they could, right? So, like, I don't know why I have to explain myself about being worried.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not even the story. Just let me say the story. But as I'm doing this, right, as I'm saying the story, she keeps like heckling me, and I just keep putting her down. The comedians are really enjoying the dynamic. And then when I finished the story, you could see Marcus turn to her. He went, does she have herpes? so there's as I say the story, there's a herpes. My mate gets some coke. Yeah. And he and we start doing it, and Brendan is screaming because. That doesn't matter. So I don't want to say this, but
Why is he screaming?
Basically, we're doing it on his head.
Oh, yeah.
And Brendan's like, he's screaming, he's like, I used to be someone! Really funny scene, right?
Yeah.
And my friends are recording this, right? And as they're recording this, they're recording me and Rory doing this on Brendan. Brendan's screaming. It's all good fun. And the camera pans to the left, and there's Marcus and this girl, and she turns to him, and she went, I swear to you, I don't have herpes. In the video. And when we're doing this, Rory disappears for a few minutes. And then he goes in the toilet. And then he comes out. He goes, Brendan, I ran a bath in the toilet. I haven't had a bath in like a month because I live in a hostel. I'm going to have a bath. And Brendan went, what, in my bath? He's like, I'm really high. I'm going to have a bath. And everyone's like, all right, you can have a bath if you want to. And we went down there. We're having a conversation. It's really funny. This girl felt a bit unwell. So she goes to the toilet for a piss, right? And she comes out. And Marcus went in there with her to see if she's okay. And about a few minutes later, Marcus comes out and he goes, oh, a key fact. When I went to the toilet to take a piss and I saw the full bath, I decided I'm going to piss in the bath. Because Rory will get in the bath. It'll be hilarious. Oh, yeah. I will rub it in his face forever. It's the happiest piss I've ever had, right? Just really high, pissing in the bath. Well, like, my life is great. And as I come out, I'm waiting, and I'm playing the waiting game for ages. This girl disappears to go to the toilet. And she comes out. Marcus comes out, and he tells Brendan, hey, Brendan, is it okay if me and her go in the bath?
No. Because
she's already in the bath. I'm thinking of joining her.
She's already in the bath?
And the others are like, you're going to have you're going to have sex in his bathtub. She's like, no sex, I promise. Like, just like it'd be a bath. And I'm like, mate, there's nothing more than I want than you getting in the bath. I would love it if you get in the bath right now. So he was like, you think so, George? I'm like, absolutely, it's a great idea. Get in the bath, right? So he gets in the bath, and when the door closes, I turn to the others and go, right, little fact you should know about this bath, it's got my piss in it.
Mate.
And the other's like, mate, you have to go tell them. So I go in the bathroom, I open the door, and the girl goes, she hates me, by the way. She thinks I'm the worst piece of shit.
Yeah.
So she goes, what are you doing? I'm like, listen, I don't care about your tits. There's bigger things at play here. Namely, I'm fixing this bath, and you're now in it. And she's like, you disgusting piece of shit. I'm like, look, it wasn't meant to be for you. It was meant to be for Rory. You took the liberty of being in someone else's bath. Don't blame me for this, but I'm telling you this now, right? And I walked away. I remember, I turned to the others, that's what you get for heckling George.
Piss on the bath.
You get, and then we left the casino, the room at 6 in the morning, got on the scooters, trespassed in the tennis courts.
Oh, yeah.
And 6:30 in the morning. And then went back to the hostel, took the scooters upstairs in the hostel, and we were playing chicken in the corridor of the hostel. We're waking everyone up at 7 o'clock. We couldn't stop laughing. And eventually we leave the e-scooters outside. We go to the bedroom, do our bedroom separately. And then the scooters start screaming. The police have been informed. You have parked the scooter illegally. So they alert the manager. He comes upstairs furious because he knows it's us. He bangs on every door. He has a master key, gets in my room, and he sees me with my dick out, video chatting this girl back home.
What a night out that is. What a night out that is, mate.
And he goes, what the fuck are you doing with the scooters? I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing in my room? And he goes, this is not your room, it's the Expert's hotel. It's the Expert's room. I'm like, look, it can be the Expert's room for this. I'm here. This is my room now. Get the fuck out. And he saw the situation. I think he felt bad. And I'm like, get the fuck out now. And he goes, no, he's screaming at me. And I'm like, I'm going to kick you out at 1 o'clock. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you kick me out. Now, get the fuck out of my room or learn to knock. Just fucking knock before you come in. And he closed the door. I'm like, you piece of shit. Then he closes the door. He heard me say the piece of shit. And he knocked because he wanted to continue the conversation. When he knocks, I went, hello? And in the meanwhile, she's like, what's happening? I'll talk to you in a bit. And he opens the door. And he goes, and he wanted to say something like, look, before we carry on this conversation, can I just say, I'm really happy with the growth you have exhibited. Because before you didn't knock. But now you've learned how to knock. And I'm a big fan of signs of growth. So before we engage in an argument, really well done. Great character development, big fan.
He must have been fuming.
And he closed the door. Rory next door to me is screaming, laughing, right? Yeah. And he closed the door. And then they took the scooters out. And the scooter is 3 floors up. We carried the fucking little scooters. And I go to Rory, I knock on his door. He comes. I'm like, I regret nothing. He's like, of course, it's fucking hilarious. And I'm like, that was 12 hours of my life, just one night. And I'm like, why are comedians not doing that?
Yeah.
You're living your best life.
Yeah,
why?
Yeah.
Why are they not doing that? And that's what my friend described as victimless anarchy.
Yeah.
I heard nobody. Who I heard? I just woke up some cunts at 7 o'clock in the morning. Right?
Yeah.
There was no victims here.
Yeah.
I just had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, someone did get in my piss, but. But I remember Marcus did the jokes about it on stage afterwards. And I remember when I went in and I said that, Marcus went, mate, is that why you want me to get in the bath? So I can be in your... He was very hurt. So I can be in your piss. I was like, yes, that is 100% why I wanted you to get in the bath. You think I care about your sex life?
Oh my God.
That's amazing, that.
That is some story.
That is in the top 3 stories of my festival.
That's so
when
good.
you're going, man, that's the life I want to have. Just fucking fun. Just have fun.
It's not fun, isn't it?
Start pissing baths, comedians.
Just start shitting in showers.
Oh, mate.
It's a good story, right?
That's fucking class, mate. I think that's the best story we've had, isn't it?
That was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Top draw,
fantastic. Brilliant.
So that was only in your top 3 stories in Melbourne.
Of the last there's one I can't say.
Oh, really?
We'll have to get you back on for a members exclusive.
Yeah, there's one I can't say.
The members episodes, they go dark, mate.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's one I can't say, but maybe in the members. But I had a great story. So we went to the Sunshine Coast, for example, and we're doing some gigs. We had the barbecue all day, Rory and I, and with the promoter. We got shit-faced. We got the gig. He's on first. He kills. And in 10 minutes before I went on, we had like 7 shots of tequila. So like we just, like my liver is fucked. But I'm really piss fit right now. But I'm trying to, that's why I'm trying having fruits. So I can balance it out. So I go on stage and I had a great gig. I come off stage, we keep on drinking. We go back to the flat and we know there's a beach 7 minutes away, walk. But it's like midnight now. We played darts for ages and Roddy's like, should we go to the beach and set the fire? I'm like, that is nothing I want to do more than go to the beach and set the fire. So the guy took us to the beach behind the dune, set it on fire, and like fucking 1 a.m. now, like at 25 degrees, we're just wearing shorts and nothing else. Put the fire on, we're wasted. My friend leaves, and just me and Rory, we're dancing on the fire to Adele at 4 a.m. I remember that very vaguely. And then at like 4:30, we got like some sticks that were still burning from the fire, and we ran on the beach, like huge sandy beach. At 4 a.m, with the like starlit sky, and we're shaking the sticks, and the sparks are landing on the sand, and there's like this whole sand is illuminated with like sparks. Like I'm screaming to the heavens, like how good is my fucking life? And Roddy's like, man, I think like 10,000 years ago, indigenous Australians must have had the exact same fun. I'm like, well, they weren't wasted. But other than that, they must have run down the beach with like a burning ember at some point, just being happy.
Yeah.
But I'm like, just like, I was out at like 5 a.m. I went back home and went back to the flat, and Rory, we woke my friend who was putting us up promoter and his girlfriend up, who's also a comedian, because Rory, I was laughing, I was losing my shit laughing because Rory was stood up in his bed with his ball sack out, teaching me how to shave my balls because I've never shaved my balls. So you should say, this is how you shave your balls. I'm like, look, I'm like, dude, it looks like you're peeling a potato. And, then, and I am laughing so much. The door opens and Nikki, who's a funny comedian, goes, God, oh, what's happening here? I'm like, I'm getting a lesson how to shave my balls. So like, look, can you just be quiet because like fucking 5:30 in the morning, we have to go to like drive 6 hours tomorrow. Yeah. But other than that, I'm glad you're having a good time. See you later. I'm like, man, that is like,
it's nice,
screaming down, running on the beach, screaming how good is my fucking life.
Yeah.
I want to go there so much.
It's nice, that, isn't it?
It just screams me that.
That is you, isn't it?
Yeah. Getting fucked.
That is.
That's like, all you have to do is just give it. You could lose money at the beginning if you go to Australia, but you never know. Like, I mean, obviously, it's good to not have a job to support you. We're done.
No, that's just a
No.
It's good. It's good to not like if you're a full-time comedian, then you can afford to do this, and I don't know, not everybody can afford to do this.
Yeah,
but if you can take some time off work and then just do that for fun, you might make some money, you might lose some money. But man, like we're here for like. It's like one lifetime. I know it sounds very wonky, but like my greatest fear is dying. I think about it all the time because I don't want to die. My life is good. I don't want to die. Like I'm enjoying it. So I'm thinking, fuck, I'm going to have a great time until I go. And I'm not going to hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah,
and I'm just going to like get shit faced and have fun.
Just have a mint blowout till you're 45, 50.
Why not after?
What?
Why not after?
I won't have the stamina.
Really?
I won't. I'll be doing beak on my deathbed. If I'm not, I'll be fucking furious with myself.
And that's a podcast.
George, thank you so much for coming, mate.
Thank you very much, mate.
Absolutely
Enjoyed that.
Smash that.
Yeah.
We'll try and get that clipped up.
Definitely,
the bath story.
Can I just say, since I just remembered, I'm going to Edinburgh.
Oh,
yeah.
sweet.
Oh, nice.
With 2 shows every day.
Yeah.
One of the shows is called Greek Comedian of the Year. The other show is called How I Nearly Met Your Mother. And the second show is it's too dark to get into it, but it's like the craziest breakup stories that you've ever heard. Like the girl like lied about abortions, rape, cancer, like really bad stuff. But it's like, it's hilarious. It's very funny. So if you want to find more about me and the shows, it's at Greek Comedian. Yeah. One word, nothing between. Greek Comedian. I couldn't believe it was free either. But it's mine now. So look it up. Find me there.
Go and follow George.
Yes.
Unreal Stories. Expect more of that on stage.
If you're in Edinburgh this year, make sure you support his shows. Absolutely fantastic comedian. So
100%. We'll tweet about it, mate. We'll tweet your link. So
great.
Yeah, sound.
Right.
You
got anything to plug, mate?
Yes. Yeah. Our live show is on our members exclusive page. So it's just £3 a month. You get that live show footage plus all the member exclusive ones in the bank. We go a bit darker on the exclusive episodes, we had a Ouija board, and we interview dead celebrities on there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Who did you interview?
we've had Doc Cotton.
Doc
you know,
Cotton
June
was last
Brown.
one, yeah. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Michael Jackson?
Not yet. No, trying to get him.
I reckon he'll be on soon. Like.
It'll be on. There's a few. I've just got practice some voices. It's very delicate, the spirits, especially when I've got a sore throat. So sign up to us, man. Support the boys. We're going to have more live shows and stuff that we're going to announce soon. I'm having work in progresses, working on it. I've got a venue, working on a date in Manchester, and working on a date for Hot Water. Other than that, that's everything.
I've got nothing to say.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, everyone. Thank you.
In a bit. Bye.
Thanks.